get one fried rice, please? Oh man, I'm so hungry. Come on, Anne, please hurry up. What? You want fried rice? No problem. I'll go get it. You just hold on, huh? Here we go, your fried rice. Now go and have a eat. Thank you, Anne. See you later. Man, I'm so hungry. After a long day work, at last I have to eat. My favorite. It smells bad. But I'm so hungry, man. Well, let's just eat it. Yeah, it smells bad, but I think, whatever.
6 hours later.
Oh man, I feel stomach. Oh, I need to go to the toilet.
Sir Nazmi, hi Carl.
Assalamualaikum, Dr. Yana.
Waalaikumsalam, Nazmi. How can I help you?
I think I have stomachache. I've been in and out of the toilet many times already.
Oh, really? What did you eat for the last 8 hours?
The last meal I had was chicken fried rice with egg.
I see. Are you experiencing any of the symptoms such as fever, diarrhea, vomiting?
Yes, doctor, yes. Diarrhea is the most painful.
Okay, I think you've been food poisoned. I'll prescribe you with medication. As you know, there are many food poisoning cases these days. According to Ministry of Health Statistics, there was an incident rate of 50.90 cases per 100,000 population in 2019, with mortality rate of 0.03. The most recent cases happened in the year 2020, which was quite famous. It happened in Kuala Terengganu, where 99 people were infected and one died because they ate pudding buoy from a local online trader that used expired eggs. The eggs was actually 2 weeks past the expiry date. Therefore, you need to be more vigilant with what you eat and where you eat.
Okay, thank you, doctor. I will be more careful next time. Thank you for your advice.
The next day.
Assalamualaikum, officer. I am here because I want to do a report about food poisoning case.
Waalaikumsalam. Welcome here. I'm Zakiah, health officer in charge here. May I know who's the one affected with the food poisoning?
It's me, officer.
Oh, okay. Then can you share with me the details of the case?
Yesterday, I bought a food from restaurant A.
Okay then, thank you for reporting. We will do further investigation.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Owner. I am Zakiah, health officer from the district health office. For your information, your restaurant has been reported to have food poisoning cases today. So, following the Food Act 1983, Section 10, allow me and my team to do inspection in your restaurant.
What? How can that happen? It's impossible!
Excuse me, sir. Allow us to do our work, okay?
A few moments later.
Sir, did you know your restaurant already violate a lot of rules? And may I ask, as a restaurant owner and a cook, did you actually took the food handling course?
Yes, of course I took the course before. Why are you suddenly asking me that?
Well, judging from what you're wearing and the condition of this restaurant, it looks like you never learned anything from the course. In Food Hygiene Regulation 2009, every food handler needs to maintain good hygiene practice from the clothing, personal hygiene practice and everything in the premise that prepare food as stated in the regulation number 32 until 34. The restaurant, pests like cockroaches are everywhere in the kitchen, and I observe the floor are not clean as well. Your restaurants are bringing a lot of concerns for the customers' health, and I'm very disappointed by that. It is very hazardous considering the contamination that appear to be everywhere in this premise. As the officer in charge, I will order this restaurant to be closed for 14 days for sanitation and hygiene works, following the Section 11 from the Food Act 1983. If, after 14 days, your premise still fails to comply with the food hygiene regulation, your premise shall be fined.
What? Oh no!
Ministry of Health Statistics shows an increasing trend of food poisoning cases year after year. Unsanitary food premises and poor hygiene practices among food handlers are the main cause of food poisoning. Hence, serious measures need to be taken to reduce the number of foodborne diseases that are caused by food poisoning. One of the ways that can be employed is by applying stricter standard operating procedures for food handlers whether they are home-based or not. The SOPs applied need to ensure that it protects the ability to generate income as well as maintaining consumer safety. It is crucial to target these home-based food providers because they usually do not have business licenses and the consumer will never know the level of hygiene that they practice while handling the foods. Also, cases of bazaar workers not vaccinated against typhoid emerge every year. Therefore, the SOPs may include the enforcement of having a business license with proper training on handling food prior to starting a business and making it compulsory to get typhoid injection for food handlers. Other than that, consumers should be sensitive to food safety and practice the concept of look, smell and feel before eating to avoid consuming food that has gone bad. Therefore, through education and awareness to the public, food poisoning can be reduced. In conclusion, the increasing trend of food poisoning cases should be enough to notify the public regarding the seriousness of this issue. Lessening food poisoning cases is very crucial for the well-being of the present and future generations. By employing stricter SOPs to food handlers, education and raising awareness to the public are a few of the alternatives that can be done to combat this issue.
Moving on to the environmental health planning and management. There are several steps provided by CDC that we can follow to increase food safety and avoid ourselves from getting food poisoning. The first step is cleanliness. Always wash your hands with soap before and after either preparing or eating food. Second, separate. Always separate any raw meats, poultry, or any uncooked food from ready-to-eat food. This is because to avoid any cross-contamination happening between the uncooked food and cooked food. Third, cook. Food is guaranteed to be safe when it is cooked. The food must be cooked at the right temperature to kill all the germs and bacteria that is harmful to our health. And the fourth and last is chill. Always set your refrigerator at below 5 degrees Celsius. Any perishable food need to be refrigerated within 2 hours. This is because to prevent or inhibit the growth of bacteria as they can multiply rapidly at room temperature. If you have followed all the steps, well done. Now, you have avoided yourself from food poisoning. However, what if there is an outbreak of food poisoning or yourself being affected? What to do? Well, the primary objective in the management of an outbreak is to protect the public health by identifying the source of the outbreak. First thing first, do report to any nearest health department and they will do further investigation regarding any possibilities that could be the source of outbreak such as the hygiene of the restaurant and many more. Further detection will be made by sending the food samples that could be the reason of food poisoning to the microbiologists. The microbiologists will do sample testing in the lab and determine whether there is possible pathogen in the sample that lead to an outbreak. If there is outbreak happening, declaration need to be made. If the outbreak is characterized by any or more of the following characteristics, which are immediate or continuing health hazard to a local population, one or more serious cases, large number of cases, and lastly, involvement of more than local authorities. After declaration was made, then further action can be made to reduce the spread of the disease by informing the public and provide the prevention methods.
Cleanliness, hygiene practice is essential for Muslims as it is part of the concept of halal and tayyiban in food. Halal is not only considered in the ingredient used to prepare the food, but it also involves the whole process of preparing the food. As Muslim, hygiene practice is essential as it is a key principle of worship in Islam according to Yusuf Al-Qaradawi as cited by Nadia and Sharif in 2020. Islam emphasized the importance of cleanliness in every aspect of life, including in the food handling. Cleanliness is important as it will ensuring the food safety so that it will not causing harm to the consumer's health. A responsible act of abandoning hygiene will not only causing effects such as contamination in the food, foodborne diseases, but if the effect gets worse, it might even affecting the consumer's life. As stated in the end of Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 222, indeed, Allah loves those who purify themselves. Hence, as Muslims, maintaining cleanliness in every aspect, especially in the food handling, will ensuring we fulfill part of our faith.
Wait a minute. Last advice from us. Remember to always care what you eat.